打3口火都冇打死我，講我真好彩咯！我講佢嘅祖宗有靈啊，好彩冇打死佢老婆啊仔啊喊到救命咁樣。
我都唔識嗰啲三巴佬點樣啊！我啲起勢谷我講你殺死我都講唔到出啦，我冇見過嗰啲人，我點樣睇得到係冇？你起勢喊，叫嗰隻暗係阿嫂你唔好喊，我講唔喊啊！我講啊，我睇到成日問我有三巴佬喺呢度。我講冇啊，我話冇，佢叫人哋講你去呢度好多三巴佬，我都冇睇見係喎，我冇睇見，我點樣講啊？我去過樹翻嚟。
瞓到夜晚頭咧，嗰陣時我哋又餓，又驚喎，唔知會有咩事啦咁樣，又自己又細喎，有啲細佬哥又喊喎，係咯。有啲大人係安慰佢唔好喊啦咁樣，嗰陣時咧，即覺得又韞喺房入邊咧，都係冇辦法咯，係好餓都抵住餓咯咁咯。
叫佢係咁樣行去嗰度咯，頭去撈我哋一堆嘅咯咁咯。而家行到依家行到嗰柴寮嗰度咁樣啦，叫佢咁企直直咯，企直直喺個背脊嗰度咁打一槍，就搭落個地下去咯。
睇見點咁樣嘅咁多兵嘅，咁咪就心裏落車，落車嗰啲兵就叫嗰啲細佬哥、大人女人上羅哩，嗰同羅哩佢就能轉頭啦，能轉頭出街場啦，咁就叫啲細佬哥三媽爬上羅哩去，收尾就開槍掃咯。嗰度就響槍，呢度響槍。
嗰陣時好驚，而家又覺得好撞火，因為佢人死得咁慘啊，所以咪覺得好撞火咯。又認為嗰啲兵冇咩合理嘛，咁樣打死啲人嘛，所以覺得好撞火咯。
佢一兵就後邊咯。咁就開槍嚟打咯，打到我知唔知道咩鬼嘅，神推佢拱我跌落去，佢暈咗跌落去都唔知道，都暈咗嗰啲兵走咗呢，嗰啲兵去開到唔知去邊度唔知道噶啦，我走出嚟望佢，佢跌到都唔知死，唔知有死冇死嗰人啦，我就走咯，打咗4隻嗰度嘅，分到嗰度嘅，我就走咯，驚咯。
Just want to ask you, if they didn't run, is that illegal? If they didn't run and they shoot them, is that illegal? 係，如果佢哋唔走，佢哋啲人開槍就係唔合法。
唔合法咪好似形成咗一個屠殺咯，唔合法就形成咗一個屠殺㗎，你知嘛？
If that is an illegal act, that means that is a massacre.
Who gave orders to fire the next day when the Chinese were shot?
One of the sergeants gave the order. I shot into the ground. I remember this because someone said, "What are you trying to do? Shoot me instead of them."
Were they running away?
No, they weren't running away.
I'm sorry, but I have to go along with that. It is true.
I was with Tupman and Gorton. We were in charge with about 7 Chinese. We were all keyed up with this group in front of us. We heard the shooting and the reflexes started. We shot at the group in front of us.
I've got to go along with that.
我就講佢咁樣講，啲手段好毒辣，冇問冇查冇問， 就係咁殘殺，好殘忍。
After more than 60 years of trying to seek justice,
the family members of those killed in Batang Kali.
The documentation that we have presents a very clear picture of events.
The family members want the truth of the killing of Batang Kali in 1948. And the community also would like to have a suitable apology as validity for neither terrorists nor bandits.
The soldier admitted that there was an intentional killing, and also the civilians were unarmed and they were not trying to escape. And we are disappointed and absolutely not convinced with the British government reply, because the British government has not taken into account the inherent, unsatisfactory and incomplete nature of the previous two investigations. Instead, the British government has taken into account an irrelevant consideration of pursuing criminal prosecution, which is not intended and demanded by the surviving families of the massacre. The surviving families who lost their bread-earners for the past 60 years have been living in a dismay plight, and it is only reasonable for them to demand an official apology, reasonable compensation, and construction of a memorial for their loved ones from the authority who had committed the atrocity. Why we think that the British government decision is unlawful, and we invite them to reconsider their position before we ensue with a legal action.
Actively pursued all the time.